Hello everyone. It is what day is it actually today? It is Saturday? It is Saturday. Uh and I'm already having my first senior moment. Um it happens to be my birthday today. So this is my Twitch stream um birthday edition. So let me just go straight into VR right now and make sure I'm going to bring up my Spotify. That's the name of the game here. Where's my playlist? Where's my playlist? Oh, let's play the Annihilation soundtrack. I haven't listened to it yet. Okay, hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. So I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I thought it was a really nice soundtrack. For a very, well, in my opinion, a very satisfying film. I know not everyone feels that way about why is everything so bloody high here. Let's reset the view here. Okay, much better. So I haven't played it in Quill for a while. That's what this program is. But recently, one of my favorite artists in the community, Nick, by the name of Nick Ladd, who's very prolific, happens to be an animator, illustrator, came up with this technique. And I don't know why this isn't really in, I don't know if it's in a tutorial specifically, and if it is, it's not that well publicized, to be honest. I'm going to try it right now, because I want to see if I can make a shell with it. So, let me not talk too much, because I'm even forgetting how to duplicate. It's been a little while. I've been playing in Tilt Brush the last week, so if you've been following my Instagram feed at all, you'll see that that's kind of what I've been playing in, and hopefully this soundtrack is going to help me sort of focus a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a little eerie. I've had this very kind of funny history with watching very sort of like messed up hard R-rated films right around my birthday. Last year was Logan, which was great, and it's a little loud, so I'm gonna bring up. And don't worry, I won't leave this up like I normally do. Okay, let's go. See if this works. So Nick came up with this way to lathe something perfectly. So, well, perfectly is the operative word, but let's say if I want to make like, I want to make this even smaller, and I am making it beige for now, but I should be able to change. It's looking more like a gourd. What am I doing? Okay, let's not focus too much on how much it has to look like a shell at this point. I just want to see how it lathes first and foremost. So I know I have to select both of them. I think that's the deal here. I literally just watched. Can I move that here? I can do that. And then duplicate. Oops. Okay, now you're really catching me in the middle of trying to remember all the commands here. I probably should have came a little bit more prepared, but that's okay. The whole point, theoretically, okay, is for me, so there's gimbal controls, that's great. I know that much. I want to make sure it lines up in the middle. I want to duplicate it, right? But actually there is a hotkey for that, which I should know. I should know, and I don't know right off the top of my head, and I was afraid that I would do this, but that's okay. I'm actually holding down one of the buttons right now, and I'm wondering, yep, that worked. Hell yeah! But how do I easily flip it? Let me see if I can do it this way. Let me try something here. Okay, let's try the middle. And as I go... Ah, right. Okay. Oh, this soundtrack is getting unsettling super quick. On top of it, I might actually... I don't want it to shift and... I do this without shifting it? How about like that? Nope. Ah, okay, okay. There we go. So, how do I redo that? Yeah, baby, baby. I figured it out. Well, by figuring it out, I mean Okay. I got trigger finger on... Wow, the soundtrack is such that's creating a dramatic, like, urgency in me to do this right. Oh, look how this is really... It's so fucked. Okay. Well, you see what I did wrong there, right? Because, I did not set it around the proper, so let's start this over. I got it. Thank you, Nick, so much. If you get to see Nick's work, you'll be very pleased. He's very talented. And he's one of those people in the community I really like because he's clearly an ambassador. And I use that term very specifically because this scene needs more of that. It needs ambassadors. It needs emissaries who are like super open to sharing. I probably talked about this on the last Twitch stream. We need people who can really make the genre sing, for lack of a better term. So okay, if we're doing this right, this is the top. Ugh, still on the... Sorry, everyone, bear with me. Just trying to get this. Man, that's a weird shell. I want something really like... Let's try that. Okay, let's try that. It's not really very flush with it. There we go. No. I want you to be right there. Yeah, there we go. Still a little off. You know what? I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. Bigger issue is for me to set this up in such a way so that it's right in the middle. Voila, right? Right in the middle. That the top and bottom are all messed. So this was something that I've always used, actually. This trick I've used for you Adobe Illustrator nerds. Something very similar, but in 2D. So it's really interesting to see this. Of course I just messed up. Okay. Kevin, get your shit together. Okay, right there. Okay, let me see if I can remember what I did. Is that... Yeah, that's relatively good. Huh? Okay, good. So I am going to... Left... On my left side, I'm actually pulling down on the trigger, and on my right side, I'm actually pulling down with my middle finger and ever so gently rotating it. And then, if I hit the redo button, it should go smoothly all the way like that. Let's follow it all the way around. And, you know, ooh, it's so satisfying to see it close up. So this is the first time I'm really creating something that is, you know, I'm not going to close it all the way up though, because I do want it to have a little opening, just like a real conch shell. So let's do that. Let me select. Let's. Okay. Let's select that. And let's get rid of the center point. Now, the fun thing is seeing how, so I'm even getting used to how I scale up and down, because in tilt brush it's very, very different. Okay. So recoloring. Let's play a little bit with that, so that way I can get a sense of the form. Okay. And I'm going to turn off that layer, by the way. It's not really helping anyone to see it up there. Oh yeah, these are my old files. Okay. Oh. Save. Save. Shell. No, conch actually. Conch? Bravo. Okay. It's actually a little too harsh. Let's bring that back. Yeah, it's got a nice gradation. That's really cool, actually. Let's see if we can bring streaks into it. I mean, it looks more like pottery, doesn't it? But you get the point. Again, experimental. Not going to totally commit to this being the end-all be-all. In fact, so much of what I do here is really experimentation when it comes down to it. It's interesting how it comes out all pixelated. I think I saw that in his video too, but I wasn't very sure how he solved for that. And by the way, I don't think I'm going to go long enough tonight that I don't think I'm just going to do this. This is just for me to get this feeling that out of the way of, you know, wanting to work on something physically brand new, or at least a technique that's brand new to me, and that's always valuable. Okay, now that the urgency is over, I am actually going to sorry, I'm actually going to try to see if I can figure out how to get rid of that and that sort of artifacting here. It's not even artifacting. What do you call that? It's starting to, you know, I do want to try something though. See whether or not I can. Okay, good. Really make it shell-like. There we go. That's what I want to see. Wow, it's nice and ominous, isn't it? So for the people who watched Annihilation, I'd be very curious to hear what you think, because I read the book and I'm a pretty big fan of the book. I hear that J.G. Ballard, I read in some comments somewhere that J.G. Ballard's, one of his books is very I like the fact that it is showing the seams. That might not be for everyone, but I actually like the way it's cool. So I'm I don't know what I should give away here, but I am planning to do something very specific with this shell. There is a reason why there's opening, not only because a shell should have an opening, but this may be animated in some way, shape, or form. Let's see also. So as you can see, this is it's very easy to nudge things. I like it at this size. So I'm really just trying to see it from all sides and how I want to really play. I don't want it to be too... Yeah, that's good. Let's bring it down, down. I don't want it to be too plump, but not too small. It should feel, for lack of a better term, slightly, if it had a personality, I'd want it to be comforting, yet also like it has to hit your eye a very certain way, silhouette-wise. So that might take a little bit of finessing on my part, but for now this is fine. I'm actually going to bring some of the thinness back in here. Not sure what that's doing to it. Okay, it did. Oh, I love that. I love that it thins out that way. It's so cool. I'm actually very curious how that renders out. I haven't tried exporting things out as an Alembic file yet. Or more poignantly, I haven't actually tried playing with them. I had a great time, without giving too, again, I'm trying not to be too cryptic, but had a wonderful time in LA this past weekend. And making new VR friends, VR art friends, people who are working in the industry and are, you know, working on their own things, and super exciting. The energy is very different down there, at least for me. And it was very, very productive for me to sort of just literally jam with them and create things. And, you know, I picked up Google Blocks and just started like prototyping stuff right off the bat. And seeing it being pulled into Unity by somebody else and creating things on the fly is very, very, very joy-inducing act. I couldn't ask for a better sort of preamble to, you know, my birthday, and not that that was in any way celebrating my birthday, but you know, for my own. Still a little too plump, isn't it? Anyways, I'm just happy that I could get this to a point where it's somewhat workable. It's going to be interesting to see what I can do. Let me see what I can do on the insides. Let's get inside the womb of this. And by the way, that's kind of a hint right there. And you know what? Let me change up the music. It is getting a little bit. Watchtower, nice. So I've been really digging the Black Panther soundtrack too. So just to switch up gears, just check the messages here really quick. We're good. Okay. All right. It's nice. It's one of my favorite songs in the album. Let's see if we can change up the colors altogether on the inside. I wonder if we can make it sky-like. All the stars above you. See if it's reflecting on the outside too, so I want to be a little bit careful how much I want to push that effect. It would be nice to sort of give it sort of a semi-opaque feeling, so maybe that's something I do want to bring into this. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to deal with the aliasing here. It isn't aliasing. What's happening is that it literally is coloring gradated across slices. So, having said that, I might have to ask Nick about that. That's a really interesting, it's an interesting conundrum. All the stars above. It's so easy to go full rainbow on this, so I'm gonna be a little careful there. I see, that's why you could. It's a little loud. Okay. About us. We know all the stars of ocean. It's also easier to see against the background. Should have done that earlier. Sorry. Sorry, I'm only kind of hesitating here because I'm really trying to see if I could figure out my own how this is sort of how to rectify that. Actually, interesting. It's an interesting effect on its own, but I really need to. I really need it to look as organic as possible, but still painterly. The deal is. Wonder if it's a matter of like going back over your strokes with an available brush. I'm totally just thinking out loud here because I'm just wondering. No, that doesn't make sense either. It has something to do with the already available strokes. Okay, at the risk of not of boring everyone here, whoever's watching, I am going to get out of this and go to something that's a little bit more familiar to me. But I'm happy at least I got it to this point, this sort of beginner's point. Maybe I should just nudge things a little bit more, so I feel like I left in a spot where I'm personally. So I was driving back up from LA today, and I did so much car dancing. I mean, you all know what I'm talking about when I mean car, just like straight up, like every move I could for just to stay up and stay awake, and it was fun, you know. It was raining cats and dogs too, so it was important that I really kept up and at 'em. I really like that effect. I didn't expect to like that, but I do. Let's give this a little bit more of a dangerous curve in the back there. I like that. Yeah, that's good. It's really interesting. It's almost like you are kind of sculpting it in space, but they're all made of paint strokes. Okay, as promised, let's move on to something else. Let's move on to something. I'll talk about it as I do it. Let's go to my favorite. My fave program. It's taking a little longer than normal. Ah, there we go. Let's just be patient. Okay. Yep, I know. Registration always failing. Okay. So, the other day, in fact, I'll just bring it up for you for a bit of fun. Oh, nice. Scout. I haven't seen this yet. Scout's so cool. Scout's the first person who turned me on to Nixamo. I saw that she took one of the sculpts and she got it to animate as a walk cycle. It's like, how did you do that? And yeah, that's how I sort of got started with that whole fun stuff. Sorry, I'm just literally reading what she's doing. Let's take pictures. That's really cute. I think I accidentally did a selfie once. So I'm wondering if that's the same technique. I haven't actually looked at some of these. Anyways, let's let me show you what I did yesterday. I finished this insane hybrid looking giraffe thing, but maybe I'll return one day. Yeah, so this has been over the past, what, month or so. So I'm sorry, I'm actively wondering whether or not I should be doing tea time. So there's a companion that goes along with this. Let's do it. F it. Huh? Nope. We good. Okay. Let's do this. For the sake of my sanity, let's merge these two. Yeah, cool. Eyes should be separate because they have a different type of material on them. And we are going to have a little friend. Sorry, the whole thing about me going from program to program is I'm always going to be... Good, okay. Color-wise, what do I want? Yeah, that's good. Whoa, I do not want that. I do not want that. You know what? Let's stick with it for now. Sorry, I'm actually actively thinking about what stamps I want to start out with, just so I get the right shape. So this is for a friend of mine who happens to be going through a really tough time. I mean, to be honest, I actually can't think of anything tougher than what she's going through. So this is for her. I don't actually even want to say her name because I want to be very discreet about it. And I asked her, because, you know, I really don't feel that I have very much to offer beyond my love and whatever kindness I have, you know, inside of me. She said she would love to see a nerdy unicorn. So tonight, for her, I'm doing a nerdy unicorn. So I'm actively thinking about shapes here that are good for that. And nerdy unicorn is obviously having tea time. Sorry, I'm a little bit discombobulated because I'm thinking about her and so I'm just going to lay down shapes first, as I normally do. So I'm thinking about the overall shape I want here. Yeah. As always, big old cheeks. We like them big old cheeks. This almost looks like Yoshi a little bit. I unconsciously like sculpting Yoshi. I'm not even trying to do that. Oh my god, this unicorn needs to be so much bigger. Oh yeah, before I forget, let me change the material on it. That's good. A little specular. Good. Oh. 9mm. Much bigger. There we go.
Not figurines, move beneath the surface, submarine. I'm half machine, obscene with the light sword. Look inside the brain, it's a ride in the psych ward. What you standing on the side for? Roar like a lioness, punch like a cyborg.
Let's do this. Create some asymmetry up front. Like, huh? Like kind of a huh? That's what I want, right? Okay. There we go. Want to be kind of an almost quizzical expression. Yeah, a little bit like, yeah, I would like some twinings. So, by the way, that's what Freddy over here is asking. That would be actually interesting eye-wise, but I don't think that's what I want. Saving the eyes for possibly the last. Just want to get the strokes down here. Okay. Yeah, and we totally need to do the hair. The hair is like big unicorn bit, right? Oh, but duh. Like, I need to actually, before we do anything else, right? This is the most important thing. Let's do a nice horn. Back. And I might add something to this down the line too to get this more swirly. something with the just how it could look possibly hair-wise. It's a little strong there with the continue blocking out. That was fun to do. Just a little hair action. I want kind of a sitting pose. Maybe even cross legs. And reading a book or reading, yeah, reading a book. For sure reading a book. You knew my friend, you'd know that she likes reading her books. She's a self-professed news nerd, so I have to definitely honor that somehow. Kind of fun having them both hang out together. Okay. Whoops. Well, you already know how I feel about booty. Don't even say anything. Let's improve our posture a little bit. So, teacup in the right hand and book in the left hand. That's my... That is... let me see here. Do we want crossing over this way or crossing over that way? It's more... I'm really amusing myself. It's great. Okay. Not horrible. Hold up. Let me move this a little bit. I'd definitely add some hair here. And yes, there will be glasses. I mean, I gotta go full nerd, so... I wear glasses. I'm not very much of a nerd, though. Because I'm not smart enough. Hold up. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, let's do a little bit of flattening here. Good. Same here, because we want to make way for the hooves, right? You knew that. You know what horses look like, or you know what nerdy unicorns look like. Actually, that's... It's a bit of a weird lumpy back situation happening here. I should, a little bit of a lilt there, yeah. Probably should put a table between them, huh? At some point, I might get to use the houseware stamps more. By the way, the obviously, no. Oh, did I put the, oh, okay. God, I got scared for a second there. Wait, why is this thing set up all the way over here? Okay, no, I do not want. Just let me move him around. There we go. Yeah. Wait, hopefully that did not mess with my mirror. Yeah, it did. So let's not mess with that right now, because let me just see what that eye looks like there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know, it's pretty scary. Don't worry. It's just gonna be like this for a little bit. Oops. See what glasses look like really quick here. Well, that looks hilarious. That's not what I want, but you'll see. Oh, you'll see. Is that too cross-eyed looking? I think it is. Let's be a little bit gentler with that. So let's say here maybe? Like, yeah. It's better. Yeah. It's almost like it made eyelashes for me. That was pretty cool. But we'll do that later. For now, I want maybe that one. This looks angry. Still looks angry. Okay, hold up. Yeah. There we go. And just as a placeholder, let's put something there because I know it kind of freaks everyone out. That just looks... Well, who knows? Maybe you'll like that. Maybe you do like that, and I shouldn't make these type of... Let's even make it like blue eyes or... You know what? Let's make it black for now. I'm gonna put a miss of texture on it. I can't tell if that's scary at all, but it's a fun expression. Okay, let's get back to the first. Let me actually name that. Eyes 2. Okay. Unicorn. Ah! Okay. And if I end early, well, you know, you kind of know where I'm going with all this. I think you see it already. And you can see I'm having a lot of fun with it. Really want that arched expression. Actually, eyeline wise, it's not awful. Oh, it'd be cool. You can see it VR like that. Ooh. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's change up the playlist a little bit. I'm also really. Oh my god, the thing is up. I left it up. I'm so sorry. Wait. Let's just show you what I've been working on. I really have to have some sort of slap on the hand every time I do that. How long have I been going? I'm trying to think how long I've been actually broadcasting that way. This session, I mean. Just go straight to... Let's go straight to this. Let me shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Awful. Alright, medium. God. Alright, well, I don't know how much of that you could see through the, Well, then hopefully this is a surprise to you and that, it's, on the cute end of the scale. God, that really pisses me off. I've done that more than a few times, more than enough times that I need some sort of some sort of alert to tell me when I have. There's an interesting thing with the open source software that I use to Twitch stream this, is that it doesn't window capture very well. So if I even direct it to what this is stupid technical rationale that I'm using, but it's somewhat true in that I don't. Sorry, I'm really trying to find a good hoof-like shape. Used this one before. I think that kind of works. Your eyes. Sorry, I'm just looking at my Facebook here super quick. Okay. I'm kind of just disgusted with myself enough to like, and embarrassed, like, because I've done this so many times now that I might just peace out a little bit earlier than I wanted to, just because I'm so fed up with myself. I can't tell you how many times I've just caught myself. I even said at the beginning of the stream, right? I was like, yeah, I won't make the same mistake. And then here I am. Everything. I wonder if I should have done the hair on a different level. That's okay though. But you know what we should do while I'm here? We should, oh, you know what? I gotta finish off the hooves. It's okay. Kind of a little bit of like a bell bottom look too, like could use that. No, not that one. I really like that. Oops. There we go. I think because it's a little low resolution that some of this is showing up a little bit. The light going off. Oh yeah, I'm in total darkness right now. It's awesome. In the real world, not in VR. It's a little too spiky. Okay, let's try something softer. Yeah. And I can also turn off steady stroke now. I like how profane my playlist is. I didn't realize that until I started playing it for you guys. I saw one of the funniest comedy sets in recent memory, and it's a comedian I've never came across. It was, one of the joys of going to LA is experiencing a lot of like very, very high caliber comedy, from people who are both famous and not famous, in interesting venues, or sort of like hole-in-the-wall venues, and for very, very cheap, like super crazy cheap. It might as well be free. What I realized for comedians there, it's like they're working out, essentially. They're trying out all their material. Like John Mulaney and Nick Kroll stopped by, for instance, just to like workshop the material for the Spirit Awards, which I think was today, in fact. Anyways, there was this one woman who was just so good. Her name is Emma Blotnick. And it's just like everything about her delivery and talk. And the reason why I bring it up is because I'm listening to Katy Perry right now. And I'm like, she was talking about how much she loves top 40 music, like Fifth Harmony. Like work. How does that song go? Anyways, you guys have heard Fifth Harmony, believe me. Of which, by the way, there are only 4 members left, which was part of her joke. But, oh God, I wish I could deliver jokes the way she does and tell stories. It's so great when you see a comedian who has such a voice already, like a young comedian who's already like clearly figured it out on some level. And maybe that's not the way she would say it, but I totally feel that she has like the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm still literally smarting from like covering up the screen again. I really should just get over it. Let me focus on getting some eyebrows in here. Yeah, we want this to be like well, I kind of want it to be as like kind of cotton candy as I can. Is what they just don't know what is what. Glasses. Don't think I didn't forget. But let me save. Also, by the way, she will totally be sitting very ladylike on a cloud. Just so you get a sense of where I'm going with this. Let's do the hair. Let's paint that hair. Even if I'm gonna peace out early, let's paint the hair. I do love that pink, so let's start with that. Whoop. Wrong layer. Wrong layer. Get it together. Oh, yeah. Actually switch it to a brush. That way, less. Let's That's good. So, you know, I think, if I had to explain why I like medium so much, why it lends itself so much, there's a real inherent playfulness to it that's hard for me to describe unless you are within the program. You know, I'm just like effing about, but I'm trying to think of like accessories for a nerdy unicorn. Well, for one thing, the book is really gonna and very, I almost want like Warby Parker style glasses. Let me just see if I can cheat here. I want to see if there are any glasses that I can just take a look at. Actually, I bet you there's something I can use. Huh. Be interesting for the ends, right? Let me just look at that. What does that look like when it's... Yeah. Les lunettes de soleil. Yeah, let's just work on that layer. Let's see what that feels like. Big old pink glasses. Oh man, first off, let me move this. I'm gonna give myself a carpal tunnel there. Okay, and then I want to get rid of the middle part, so let's do that. Actually, mirror. Oh, it is not a perfect... I really didn't lay that out well. Okay, let's do that again. Sorry. Mirror off. It's on me to lay this out correctly. Okay. Just doing a lot of this in Google Blocks yesterday because there's no real, not as far as I can tell. At least I do not know of a hack to just. Oh, and also I should be aware of the fact I should have to be a little bit forgiving because I did give her some asymmetry. So let's just start there, okay? Let's see what the mirror does now. Yeah, it's gonna do something. Okay. I want the bridge to be red. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's say that I actually want to see what that does if I inflate it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Actually stick inside of her. So let's give her little frames. Let me see if I can find something I really like here for the edges. Could just be as simple as a circle like that, or yeah, could be that. Let me just look around a little bit more. Mechanical's been really great, actually. I really like some of the... See, this is sort of how I got the idea for tea yesterday. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, let's go back to mechanical. Oh, that could be super fun. Let's try that. Well, let me see if it even fits okay. Might not. Yeah, it doesn't really totally fit it. Because it'll go right into the bridge. No. It's a little too... I just want something simple. I really do think it comes down to it. I want something with a good thickness too, but not too thick. And mind you, I might still come into the same issue with the bridge. Come on, let me... There we go. You know what I can do? I can set that a little higher. Oh, let me just do this for now. Let's just set this higher. And then I'll deal with this. I can cheat that. I need to actually physically redo it. But you get the idea. That's pretty friggin' cute. I'm gonna give that pretty damn cute. Let's try this again. Yeah. In fact, no, that does not look right. Let's just do this first. Really should have gone with a higher resolution because you can see it starts getting really stiff along the edges here. But I also don't want to lose that. I might do a high resolution layer, but for now, oh man, look at that VR view. That's great. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Still have some work to do, but it's on its way, you know? What was this for again? That's the glasses, les lunettes, eyebrows. What else is in there? And the eyelashes. Okay. Basically, it's all the eye accessories. And I do want to see if I can lay down that one more time. See if we can do that without killing everything. And I need to do that on a different level. No. Bigger. God, I really can't see very well. Hold up. Do this again. Let's see. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't obscure her eyes too much. That's what I'm about that. Move it a little bit. to make it look, I can start. Ah, I'm bad at this. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to make it slightly bigger so it can. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Okay. So we want to combine that. Whoops. Combine these two. Yeah. Oh, look how much better that looks with all the accoutrements. I like that the glass is even slightly askew, which kind of has its own charm, I think. Okay. Quick save. What did I say about a book? We need a book, right? Oh, shite. And all the time I've sculpted, I don't think I've ever done a book. Funnily enough. Okay. Try not to screw this up, Kevin. Good. I don't have Spotify up on this stupid page. Okay, this might be the study stroke. Oh, better yet, a line. Just want to see what this looks like. Let's see if we can make this orange. Must be love. Kind of an orange, let's make it. Oh Lord. That is not. Okay, there we go. This is actually pretty cumbersome. I think there has to be a better way to do that. Okay. No, maybe I should not be looking under. A book is not a houseware, Kevin, but you know, good on you for being. That's more of a vent. Hey, what is that? That's a bloody book. Sorry guys, we're gonna save a little time here today. I don't want to not give her a book. But you know what? That book really should be open. But let's just give her a book for now. It's super cute actually. I found out that this Spotify playlist for apparently my most listened songs of 2017 relies heavily on covers of songs. So I don't know what that says about me. Maybe can I ask my friend what book she would be reading? So I think it would be slightly cuter if it were smaller. I really want to see the other side of her face too. As long as it's just yeah, there we go. As long as it's obvious that it's a book. Okay, there we go. I really want them to share the spotlight. Go. Oh. Hello. Horn. Wait, why is there an eyes too? That's just the eyes. Got it. I'm gonna rename this. And again, don't follow my way of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't follow my way of layering things. I do it because I am trying to conserve whatever weak sauce RAM that I have. Let's do an orange. Oh, baby. Nice deep purple there. Frosted tips? Anyone? Anyone? Frosted tips? Oh, animation too. I remember when I lost my mind. Something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions that I had. So much space. Ooh. When you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. Another cover, see? And no, I'm not even going to bother to look at it because the moment I do, I'm totally going to mess this up again. I should indent this a little bit more. Crazy. I'd rather be crazy with you by my side. I am crazy for you, crazy. And this is so crazy, it's the way we love. It needs to be sharper. Take a quick picture. After saving, of course. Wait. Before I do anything else, let us, okay, I'm gonna be responsible about this. Let's do at least say book cloud. Sounds like something big data, but it's not. Yeah, so that way at least I can collapse those on two without them touching each other. That's sort of how I approach that, just so I don't crash. I actually don't think I need anything particularly. No, just stick with the basics, Kevin. There we go. I feel like I'm getting kind of cheeky getting so close to the thumb there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, that's not... Yes, the book bubble. Why is it so reflective? Weird. Oh, I love this song. More profane music, but damn it, it's fun. It's just fun. Okay, yeah, so there you have it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it out because I just love this song. And I will not make the same mistake, I promise.
You don't hang out with any gorillas, do you? I'm sick of these motherfucking gorillas. You play basketball? I'm not trying to meet somebody like you actually because I'll have to take care of you on the train. I'm not trying to do that shit. I can't take you to the Bronx.
I can't take you to the Bronx.
I might just pick somebody to say it. I can't take you to the Bronx. Look at you to the Bronx. Look at you to the Bronx. Look at you to the Bronx. I can't take you to the Bronx. Look at you to the Bronx. Look at you.
I said I would want
Look at you to the Bronx.
a little cup right
To the Bronx. My friend, there is the Bronx. My friend, there is the Bronx. My friend, there is the Bronx.
While we're at it, let's add that.
I can't take you to the Bronx. My friend, there is the Bronx. My friend, there is the Bronx. My friend, there is the Bronx. That's it. I was a high school basketball player. That's it. I was on city. I don't play no more. I can't go to the courts like this because there's too much discrimination against me. I go down to the courts now, and they don't want to get schooled by a girl. I take them niggas to hole and shit. That's it. Did you ever meet anybody who has enough charisma as me? That's it. I got a lot of charisma and shit. My shit is great charisma. I'm not trying to meet somebody like you actually because I'll have to take care of you on the train. I'm not trying to do that shit. I can't take you to the Bronx to see my friend and reach. That's it. I might just pick somebody to say it. I can't take you to the Bronx. To the Bronx. Go down to the court. To the Bronx. Go down to the court. To the Bronx. I can't take you to the Bronx. Go down to the court. To the Bronx. Go down to the court. To the Bronx. Go down to the court. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. Wanna take go down to the court. To the Bronx. Wanna take go down to the court. To the Bronx. Wanna take go down to the court. Go down to the court. I can't take you to the Bronx. Wanna take go down to the court. To the Bronx. Wanna take go down to the court. To the Bronx. Wanna take go down to the court. To the Bronx. That's it. Them niggas Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. I can't take you to the Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. I can't take you to the Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. To the Bronx. That's it.
That's it.
I can cook for you too. I cook a lot of good shit. That's it.
La plátanos.
I know how to cook plantanos. Look at that shit right there. That's delicious, juicy right there.
That's
Look how
juicy.
juicy that shit is.
I mean, come on. that. Ooh, look at that. Bashful. Little bashful. Oh yeah, shuka shuka. Slight makeup, maybe? I don't know.
I can't fool myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, a million days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Too much, never too much, never too much, never too much.
Weirdly perfect music for this photo shoot.
Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so
Trying to see so you can get both the eyes.
My surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for $1? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. We've come a long way, and yet this is only the beginning of my love.
Now I'm gonna export it.
1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. A million days in your arms is never too much. And I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never. I just don't wanna stop.
What does that mean? Okay, that was just my virus software. What color do we want for the background? Seems too obvious. That blue we used. Maybe yellow. Still veering greenish. Don't like that. But I love taking these sculpts into Sketchfab. There's a lot more options for how to treat the materials, especially where ambient inclusion is involved. I don't even know if you can hear me at this point. Okay, hold up. I'm not happy with any of these colors, really. For now, leave it like that, and I might not even use the skybox. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I think it's the skybox that's throwing me off. Yeah.
Todo lo que quiero es oír tu voz cristalina. El mundo me vale nada. Todo lo que quiero es mirar tu voz danzarina.
Play with the, I'm losing the light there. Quite literally, actually. There we go, it's a little bit better. Yeah. Give some shape to the cheeks. Yep, that's good. I do feel like they're a little too far apart, right? Let's bring them together.
We make love, embrace
let's now do a photo shoot.
Here it is. Love of this millennium's a different kind of kick. Deep like an aquarium, can give a man a fish.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be dancing or sculpting at this point.
Dirty back, pack, empty kind of rappers in. Get the rotten apple like she cheering for the Knicks. Eve told Adam she preferred to eat clit. Adam met Steve at a sister set the kick. You staring down your belly button, Bible bash your bitch. Sad boy sexy when it used to be sis. Sensitivity came back like dancing from a ditch. Strong woman else tried to hold on the dick and the heart keeps popping. The pill make you try when you come, make the orgasm real like a wave watch. Come and hit you right in the feels.
I want your love.
Oh my god, how did I miss this?
We make love and break love. You take love, then break love. You crave love, confuse love. For fuck's sake, love. For fuck's sake, love. For fuck's sake, love.
I want your love. I want your love. I need your love. I want your love. I want your love. I want your love. I need your love. I need your love.
Run, boy, run. This world is not meant for you. Run, boy, run. Trying to catch you. Run, boy, run. Running is a victory. Run, boy, run. Beauty lies behind the hills. Run, boy, run. The sun will be guiding you. Run, boy, run. They're dying to stop you. Run, boy, run. This race is a prophecy. Run, boy, run. Break out from society. Oh, is another day, hey. And you don't have to hide away, yeah. You'll be a man, boy. But for now, it's time to run, it's time to run. Run, boy, run. This ride is a journey to run, boy, run. The secret inside of you. Run, boy, run. This race is a prophecy. Run, boy, run. And disappear in the trees. Oh, is another day, hey. And you don't have to hide away, yeah. You'll be a man, boy. But for now, it's time to run, it's time to run. Tomorrow is another day, hey. When the night fades away, yeah. You'll be a man, boy. But for now, it's time to run, it's time to run.
Got a little bit of myopic when I'm putting this in front of that. It's very odd.